It's remarkable how when we fail at something, we say, I'm a failure. If it's true that one failure makes you a failure, what's the opposite? One success makes you a success. Now, anyone that failed at anything, did you succeed at anything? Raise your hand if you succeeded at anything and failed at anything. Okay, so are you a failure or a success? Well, you're really complex. You're really everything. You're just art, creating and building. That's what you are. But yet, you make a mistake, you fail at something, you say, I'm a failure. Well, you better say the same thing when you succeed. I'm a success. I bet most of you don't. Sometimes you negate the success. I'm really a failure, even though a couple of things happened. Do you know that Massachusetts Institute of Technology did a study that it takes 17 positive affirmations to counteract one negative? One negative. If I said to you, you are truly an ugly woman, you would need 17 people to say how beautiful you are to balance it out, because you're going to obsess on the one person who said you're ugly. We're going to come back to you, beautiful, don't worry. There's an old African proverb that I love, and it took me a long time to really grasp it deeply. There's no enemy within, no enemy on the outside can cause me harm. If I feel like a beautiful person and someone thinks I'm not, your opinion is not my destiny. That's your opinion. One time I had a guy say to me something terrible about me years and years ago. He said something terrible. And boy, did it work on me. Who does he think he is? And I wanted to fight him. And I just felt horrible that he would say that to me. So I went over to him. I said, who the hell do you think you are saying that to me? Something like, you're a piece of crap or you're a loser or whatever. I said, who do you think you are? And he was an older guy. And I was getting a little confrontational back in my non-spiritual days, or a time when I was getting ready to grow. His response was profound. Profound at the time for me. He said, would you be this angry if I said you were a chair? I would think you're nuts if you said I was a chair. And he said, why? I said, because I'm not a chair. Exactly. And he walked away. No enemy in the outside can cause me harm if I don't have an enemy within. Does that make sense? But I have to do what's needed to get rid of that enemy within, that internal dialogue, those beliefs that are untrue, and I believe them. I believe the story. Now, what's your first name? My name
is Barbara.
Barbara. I'm not good enough. And you have a sense of that, right? Okay, fair enough. Who feels like at times, maybe now, maybe at some point in your life, maybe a majority of your life, that you weren't good enough? Anybody? Lucille's like, not me. I've always been amazing. I'm 84 and I am a hot rod. By the way, interestingly, Lucille Jaworski was my 6th grade school teacher in Long Island, New York. And she came and trained with me for a couple of years. And I was training. I'm like, Miss Jaworski. Ultimately, she came in with a picture from 1981 with me in the class next to her. Remarkable. Amazing. She's just fabulous. She's like, I'm just supporting you, Rob. I'm good. When someone says, I'm not good enough, compared to what?
My expectation.
Right. Compared to your story. I'm inferior to what? Half the time, our beliefs are based on our own story that no one said to us. Did anyone ever have someone in their life or a circle of friends that tell you how amazing you are, and yet you walk away deep down, you just feel like you're a piece of crap? She's like, no. Everyone tells me I'm a piece of crap. Which is, give me an example.
When I say I'm not good enough, I also think I'm all that.
Oh, so an egomaniac with an inferiority complex. Fantastic. Very complex. I'll give you my number after. I got a good 3 months coaching there. No, I get it. But that's still based on the story. Now, there was a time when I was a television celebrity and I was all with the masks of look how amazing I am and laughing and successful. But deep down inside, I hated myself. I felt unworthy, inferior, not good enough. I had so much shame, self-abuse inside. I'd be doing my thing on television, yet deep down inside, I am in a boxing match. I appeared peaceful and serene. Can any of you relate to that? Forget the battlefield. In that brain, no one is seeing that battlefield. What I had come to learn was that was my story I created that doesn't exist. Other than a verbally abusive individual, other than that, your friends who you socialize with, do they walk around saying, Barbara, you're not good enough? No. Not good enough. Not good enough for me.
Oh, I see.
Right. Of course, now we're not getting deep into this, but then it comes down to, well, why do I say that to myself? Why do I believe that? If you want to reinvent your life, it's exceedingly important that you socialize with people who make you better. If you ever want to get an opinion of someone, just look at their friends. Who are they hanging out with? See, if I want to better my life, I have to hang out with people who have what I want. A lot of us know this. We've talked about this. Some of you know me and we've talked. If I want to better myself, I need to find someone who has what I want and do what he does and get what he has. It's the most simple formula in existence. If I want to build a career in business of some sort, I find someone who's successful in that business, I do what he did, I'll get what he has. We don't have to search and look for a plan to make this happen. Mentors. I personally surround myself with a village of people better than me. Because if I want to better myself, I have to. If I want to better myself, I have to. It's a choice. If I'm lost or confused or don't like myself, I need to surround myself with people who've worked through that, who've grown through it, who like themselves. And then ask them, well, what strategies did you do? I want to do those. There's a fix for everything. Find someone who has what you want, you do what they do, you get what they have. Surround yourself with a village of people who have what you want. I was a meth addict for a couple of years, and if I wanted, like 15 years ago, and if I want to quit methamphetamine, what happens if I hang out with people that are getting high on methamphetamine? Right. I need to now change my circle. You're responsible for that. I'm responsible to reinvent my life. I'm responsible to recreate my life. I'm responsible to redesign my life. I'm responsible for what happens in my life. Are your feelings, is your belief, is how you feel today a result of your environment? Or is your environment a result of you? Now, sometimes if the environment is causing you pain and heartache, you have the power and the choice to put a design together to make a change. You're never stuck. You have to devise a plan to make a change. It may take time. The most successful people are the most flexible. Sometimes it just won't happen when you plan it to happen. But you must be flexible. All of you have power right now to do whatever it is you want to do in your life. You have to make a goal to achieve what you want to achieve. But with that goal, you have to adopt strategies to get the goal achieved. Many people have goals. Any of you have goals? Anybody? Karen? Most people have goals with no strategies to achieve them. And what is that called? A wish. Many people have wishes of what they want, but they don't have the strategies to achieve them. And if you don't have the strategies, you're going to wish your life away. If you want to reinvent your life and change your life, pay attention to where you're looking. You're going to go where you're looking. Has anyone wanted to change their life and you're focused on what you want to change? Anybody want to change anything and you focus on what you want to change? Right, most people. But if you're looking at what you want to change, you're looking at what you want to change, what's going to happen? You're going to go where you're looking. So if I want to quit smoking, and all I look at is quitting smoking, what am I looking at? Smoking. I'm going to go where I'm looking. Whatever it is you don't want to do, don't look at what you don't want to do. Don't look at it. Look at where you want to go. Look where you want to go. Because your life will be a product of the thoughts you nurture. Your life will be a product of what you're focused on. You agree? No human being is responsible for their first thought. I mean, a thought can come from a TV commercial, driving down the street, seeing somebody, a conversation. A thought can just arrive. Anyone ever have a thought arrive that where the heck did that come from? Anybody? But she's like all the time. But you are responsible with what you do with that thought. Because you're a product of what you're nurturing. First thought can come. Now you have a choice. Battle that thought. Fight the thought. Really get in it with that thought. If that's what you're looking at, what's going to happen? You're going to pick up that cigarette. Meth pipe. But when you get that thought, change what you're looking at. Focus on where you want to go, not what you don't want.